Hello again everyone and welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Crystal. Nice to meet you. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you one look from the Butter London Natural Goddess eyeshadow palette that you would have gotten in your July BoxyCharm. This palette is so pretty and it is obviously perfect for summer, which is why it would be in one of your summer boxes. I got a lot of good feedback from the video that I did where I showed how I would use the eyeshadow palette that I got in a BoxyCharm. I recognize that many of my viewers are beginners and I like doing videos that simplify makeup and how you can actually do it, because I know a lot of the makeup gurus that are out there, they do crazy makeup looks, which I like to do too, but I also like to kind of teach people how to use the basic makeup skills and blending and, you know, just a few colors as opposed to crazy colors. I do like to do like the beginner type stuff, which leads me to another topic that I want to bring to my channel. I am going to be starting a beginner series, and I'll have a playlist of like all the beginner type stuff. So it'll be like I did a basics foundation, there'll be a basic blending that I'm going to be taping soon, and I'll do a intro to contour and like a color complements type situation, like everything basic. So, and I'll have it all in one place eventually. Obviously it's going to take time to record all those videos and everything, but that is what I'm going to be working towards. Anyway, back to this one. I'm going to show you one look with the Butter London eyeshadow palette. With this, the first color that I would use would probably be Temptress, because it is only one of two matte shades, and I always like to start off with matte shades because I try to avoid using shimmer above the actual eyelid. I like to keep the shimmers on the lid, so with Temptress I will put that like in my crease and then blend it out so it kind of fades, and I will show you in detail how to do that. To start off, I'm going to actually try the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. I got this as, I think, like a gift or whatever, a bonus from Sephora when I placed an order. So I'm going to be trying that on one eye. If it looks wonky, then I'll just do my normal concealer on the other eye. But I'm going to apply it just like I would concealer, and that is with a flat brush. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit on the brush, and once again apply it like I would a concealer. Wow. If you don't have, you don't have to have an eyeshadow primer, you can, like I mentioned, you can just use a concealer, and you don't technically have to use a brush. You can easily just use your finger for this. Just, you're putting the product on your eyeshadow and just kind of blending it out, and I got a lot on there. Wow, that's thick stuff. That's what she said. Alright, I'm just kind of tapping towards the edges because I don't want a harsh line, and if you do a harsh line with concealer, you're going to have or primer, you're going to have a harsh line with your color. So I'm just tapping out the edge. And if you get too much, you can always wipe it off, obviously. Alright, next I am going to take a small tapered but fluffy brush. Can you see that? Kind of. It's fluffy, but it's also tapered. It's these kind of brushes. This is actually called a small tapered blending brush. It's by Luxie. It's number 231. These are really good for getting right in your crease, and I like to put crease color right above my crease. And this Temptress color is going to be really good for, like, if you have hooded eyes. Obviously I have slightly hooded eyes. They're almost completely hooded, but not quite. You want to make this area, like, how do I want to put this? You want to put focus on your actual eyelid and draw less attention to this part up here. So if you use darker colors up here, it kind of brings it back, and the brighter colors are obviously brought forward. So that will give the illusion that the fold is actually higher than where it is. So I'm just gonna tap into there. Always tap off the excess because it's always easier to build on than it is to take eyeshadow away. And just so I know approximately how much is on there, I'm just lightly tapping the area that I want it to go, and then windshield wiper motions. And do not tap back into your color until you know that you are ready for more. Yeah, that's very pigmented. And you can easily buff this out very well. So back and forth, windshield wiper motions, and then I also make little small circles here and there just to keep blending, blending, blending. And as you blend, you'll slowly move your brush just a little bit up on your lid to bring that color lightly above that crease. And then I work my way back down to work with the color that's already on my lid. Or in that crease area, I should say. Like I said, blend, blend, blend. If you notice, I have not dipped back into that color. It looks a lot darker in person than it does on the screen, but I think I will add some more just so you guys can like really see the pigment pick up once I know it's blended. Okay, now that I know that the eyeshadow isn't moving around still, I'm going to lightly tap back into it, tap off the excess, and then start right back in that crease again. Because the darkest part you're going to want in the crease. And blending outward. As you can see, I've got it darker in the crease and it like lightly blends out, and there's no harsh line on the end anywhere. You just keep buffing and buffing and buffing. So there's no harsh line, unless you like it unless you like it like that. Makeup is subjective. It is however you feel that it looks good on you. Just because I do something one way, some people might look at this and be like, oh, that's terrible. Just everybody has preference, so you do it however you want to do it. I'm just giving you the basics. So I've only dipped into that color twice. I'm going to leave it there and see how the other colors perform before I darken it up even more, so let's move on. Okay, so again, since there's only 2 matte colors in this and I don't want to make it too crazy for you guys, I am going to take Star, which is this lovely shimmery green, and I'm going to put that, there we go, I'm going to put that on the inner like half of my eye. And then after that, I'm going to go back with that Temptress, that same brown color because it is a matte, and I'm going to darken up that outer corner just so you know what I'm going to be doing with it. But for now, we're going to take that Star and pop that on the inner corner. For this, since it is a shimmer, I'm going to be using my finger because shimmers usually perform better when you apply it with a finger, whereas if you apply it with a brush, it's not going to show up as well, which actually I'll just show you. Let me find a clean brush. So I'm just taking this it's a small detail brush, it's the cleanest one I have, and I will just dip into that. And I'm not gonna tap it off because it is a shimmer again, and usually pigment is hard to pick up. And I'm going to press that in. That actually did fairly nice. But it's not as bold as you would like it. You can probably barely see it on my viewfinder. Okay, so I'm going to dip my pinky into that same color. I've got it on my pinky, obviously, and then you'll see, maybe, it just applies a lot better with the finger. And try to keep it on your lid. Applying with a brush, you will also get more fallout, which I do have. Fallout is when the eyeshadow goes from, as you're applying it to your lid, it falls onto your cheek. I did put powder down, so hopefully that'll just brush away, but we'll see. Not too worried about it because I'm not going anywhere. All right, now that that is on there, I'm going to go back with my same brush that I already used for that brown, I'm gonna dip in that again, tap off the excess, and then kind of press it into that outer corner. And then blend it towards that green. And also with this, because I do want it darker on that outer corner, you can bring it back up into the crease to darken that up even more, or just do that outer corner. Tapping it again, and pressing it in, and then blending. Using darker corners, especially on hooded eyes like this, it kind of helps to mask the hood that you have. So it gives the illusion that your eyes aren't hooded, or aren't as hooded as they are. So if you have like really heavy lids here, you want to use darker colors there, and then lighter colors on your actual lid, because it'll show more, it'll focus more on your lid, and it'll make that seem more drawn back, if that makes any sense. Okay, now that we've blended those together, that is pretty much it for the top. Obviously you can add more if you want to, or you can use that same theme with just those two colors and use any one of these shimmers on that inner half of your eye. And just for fun, I am going to take the Femme Fatale, which is this awesome looking turquoise, teal, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to run that along my lower lash line. For that, I am going to use that small detail brush that I showed you with the shimmer. This is Morphe M213, and for the lower lash line, the way that I do it is I try to apply product to only one side. So I've got it just on this right side of this brush, obviously tapping off the excess, and then, so this side does not have pigment on it, this side does. So I put the side that does not have pigment on it towards my cheek, I had to think about it for a second, and then the side that does have pigment on it more closer to my eye, and then I get right up on the lash line. Sorry, I had something in my eye. I should have warned you that I was gonna poke myself in the eye. I did just tap it again, just so you know. And even with this, you don't have to go all the way. You could go all the way across, or you don't have to go all the way across. You could even take like the Enchantress, which is this nice sparkly like champagne-y type color, and put that on the inner corner to really like brighten up the corner of your eye. So let's just do that just for kicks and giggles. Again, that was Enchantress. I'm doing the same thing, applying product to one side. And ooh, that's a very pretty shimmer. And bringing that up in the actual corner is almost like a highlight to that corner. And you also want to make sure you blend those two bottom colors together. So just kind of back and forth motion on that. And I think I want a little bit more of that teal, so I'm going to wipe off the eyeshadow and put some more of that Femme Fatale on the outer corner. Alright, now I'm going to do the same thing to this eye. I'll put mascara and eyeliner on. I think I'll do it on my top and bottom waterline as usual, and then you'll see the final finished eye look. Okay, so that is it for the eye. If you're curious, I used the Damn Girl, I think it's Damn Girl. Is it? Hold on. Yes, Damn Girl by Too Faced Cosmetics mascara, and then I used my normal eyeliner that I've had forever. This is the, I don't know how to say it, D-O-U-C-C-E. Deuce? Would it be Deuce? Douce? I don't know. But it's smudge resistant. This is just jet black eyeliner. That's what I use on my waterlines. And then to finish this off, I'm going to use the Luna by Luna lip gloss in Venus that I also got in my BoxyCharm, because it is a pretty bronzy gold lip gloss, and it's gonna be perfect for this. Alright, so there is the finished look. Again, with this, if you don't want to use the green shimmer on the inside corner, you can use any of those shimmer shades, really any of them. And with that Temptress on the outer corner, I really like the Femme Fatale on the bottom, just a little pop of color there. I like this. It's very, very subtle but pretty. I mean, it's subtle. I mean, it's dark on the edges, but it's a more tame look than what I have done on this channel, obviously. And I think it would be an easy look to recreate for anybody, really, since I have broken it down step by step, and I am keeping all the blending and stuff in there because I know that's what you guys want to see, because that is a big part of any kind of makeup application, is just blending, blending, blending. Some people just don't want to take the time to blend, but that really is key in a good eyeshadow look. Alright, so again, that was the Butter London Natural Goddess from the July BoxyCharm. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, you know what to do, just comment below. Please follow me on all my social media. Everything is @BeautyByAbelle, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!